And now, your East Texas Storm Team forecast.
A good Thursday morning to you, East Texas. We are looking at just a little bit of fog here across the Tyler area. You can see just a little bit here on the north end of the city, and that will be the case across some portions of East Texas this morning as those temperatures and dew points are right there near each other. 72 is that temperature in Tyler, that dew point also at 72, so that air is kind of condensing this morning. And as we look across the state, not much at all going on this morning. As we look, though, to the east, we do have a little bit in the way of shower and thunderstorm activity, and we'll have that opportunity for just a couple of showers and storms as we head into the afternoon, about a 20% coverage, and then we'll see lower chances Friday and Saturday than 20% as we head into early next week. And looking at that future cast here, what the radar could look like later on today, it does show that potential for just a couple of showers and storms to bubble up once we get some of that daytime heating. So definitely a possibility that some of us will see some rain and storms later on today. And that humidity once again this morning, certainly can feel it out there. 90 to 100% humidity across all of East Texas. So plenty of moisture out there. And of course, you combine that with those daytime heating temperatures getting up into the 90s. You're going to get a couple of showers and storms. And then those temperatures out there this morning, they are in the 70s across most of the region, and no exceptions here into East Texas. We're looking at those temperatures in the 70s for most of us this morning, and those will turn into the 90s later on this afternoon. So things are expected to heat up once again, not as hot as what we have seen. Those heat index values will just barely be reaching the century mark, but still it's going to be hot out there for sure, and definitely want to stay hydrated if you are out and about. And then we'll look at those lows tonight into Friday morning, getting down into the 70s, and then we'll look at those temperatures on your Friday afternoon right back up into those 90s, and we'll look for those heat index values on Friday once again pretty similar to what we're expecting for this afternoon, back up into the upper 90s to those lower 100s. So here's a look at that forecast for you today. 91 is that high temperature, partly cloudy skies with that chance for just a couple of isolated showers and storms. Winds are going to be light from the south at only around 5 miles per hour. And then we'll look for partly cloudy skies tonight. 74 is going to be that low temperature. And here's a look at that pollen count for you, showing that we're pretty good in most departments except for mold. That's really just due to all the rain that we've had recently. So for that reason, everything's saturated. Of course, mold is going to be an issue. And looking at the 7-day forecast, you can see that as we go through this weekend, rain chances will be just a little bit lower and then ramping back up to around 20% early next week. And across deep East Texas, similar stuff. We're looking at those isolated to widely scattered rain chances through the next 7 days, and those summer-like temperatures as highs will be in the 90s and those lows will be in the 70s.
Braden, I have a quick weather question.
Yeah.
You said humidity would be 100%. That's as high as you can get. How is that the highest you can get?
So your dew point temperature can never be higher than your air temperature. So they could be equal, which is what we're seeing this morning. That's when the humidity is 100%, but they can never be, the dew point can never be higher. So basically, if that temperature and dew point are the same, the air is condensing, and that means that it is going to be humid when you walk outside.
It's the air you can wear.
It is.
Thank you so much, Braden. Well, the time now is around 6:15. After the break, we will have your job posting for today.